Hello there, good day and welcome to this week and welcome to the Ghana month. My name is Didi Davis. Do stay tuned, we will be right back. Last week, Ghana received 600,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccine AstraZeneca, and the rollout for the vaccine started this week on Tuesday, which saw Ghana's president and his vice taking the jab. So far, 30,000 Ghanaians have been vaccinated, and Ghana also received 50,000 doses of the vaccine earlier this week. On the President's 24th address to the nation on measures taken to combat COVID-19, he took the opportunity to address the misconceptions surrounding the vaccine. A section of Ghanaians were worried that the vaccine would affect their DNA and that there were some microchips in the vaccine, and so when it's being injected into your system, the microchip would remain in your system. And so the president in his address addressed this misconception and all the conspiracy theories surrounding it. Let's take a look at what the president had to say.
Taking the vaccine will not alter your DNA. It will not embed a tracking device in your body. Neither will it cause infertility in women or in men. As your president, I want to assure you that the vaccine is safe. That is why tomorrow, on Monday, 1st March, ahead of the commencement of the vaccination program on Tuesday, the 2nd of March, my wife, the First Lady, the Vice President, his wife, the Second Lady, and I will take the vaccine publicly at 2 health facilities in Accra. Key public officials, such as the Speaker and members of Parliament, the Chief Justice and Justices of the Superior Court of Judicature, the Chairperson and members of the Council of State, the Chief of Staff and senior officials of the Office of the President, and prominent personalities like some eminent clergy, the National Chief Imam, the Asantehene, the Garmanche, and some media practitioners will also on Tuesday take the jab publicly. This is being done because the vaccine will help protect us against the impact of COVID-19 on our health. It is also a major catalyst to restoring livelihoods and the national economy to the robust level it belongs. I encourage faith-based groups, civil society, media, and all Ghanaians to support the public education campaign associated with the exercise. We need all hands on deck to make this a success. Furthermore, I want to reiterate my determination that we should manufacture vaccines here in Ghana. To this end, a committee has been established under the chairmanship of the former Minister for Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, the world-renowned scientist, Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng, which is formulating a concrete plan of action towards vaccine development and manufacturing. Fellow Ghanaians, the rollout of the vaccination campaign does not mean we should let our guard down.
Welcome back. In 2018, between the months of July and December, 4 girls were kidnapped in Ghana here. And this triggered national discussion and several protests with the hashtag Bring Back Our Girls. One Mr. Samuel Wills was arrested but managed to break jail and was rearrested and sentenced to 18 months in prison. Later, his counterpart, John Oji, was also arrested. In the course of the investigations, the skeletal remains of the girls were found on the 2nd of August 2019. After several legal banters, investigations, and whatnot, the two gentlemen were sentenced to death by hanging earlier this week, which I believe is justice served and some sort of consolidation for the families of these girls who went missing. May their soul rest in peace. On 30th December 2020, John Mahama filed his election petition to contest the presidential results. He was asking the Supreme Court to declare the EC's results null and void. He was also asking the Supreme Court to order the Electoral Commission to conduct a rerun. There were 5 issues that the Supreme Court was seeking to address, and these issues include whether or not the petition discloses any cause of action, whether or not Akufo-Addo obtained more than 50% of the total valid votes cast as required by law, and whether or not Akufo-Addo had more than 50% of the total valid votes cast without the Techiman South results, and whether or not the declaration by the EC on December 9, 2020 was unconstitutional, and finally whether or not the alleged vote pardon and errors complained by Mr. Mahama affected the outcome of the presidential result. After weeks of several arguments from the petitioners' lawyers and counter arguments from the respondents' lawyers, the Supreme Court set 4th of March 2021 as Judgment Day. And so on 4th of March 2021, the Supreme Court dismissed Mr. Mahama's election petition on the basis that it did not meet any of the issues as outlined by the Supreme Court. I mean, if you want to go to court, that's fine, but then you should have all your evidence in place. And in this case, all of his witnesses couldn't prove that actually Mr. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo obtained less than 50% votes, or there was overvoting and there were errors in the election. And so this is what happened at the Supreme Court on the 4th of March 2021.
His assertion was that the figures initially collated by the chairperson contained errors, which his party, the National NDC, the National Democratic Congress, pointed out in a letter addressed to the chairperson on the 9th of December 2020 before the declaration. However, in effecting corrections to the wrong figures or data, the first respondent did not invite them for their participation, but unilaterally effected the said corrections contrary to Articles 23 and 296A and B of the 1992 Constitution. The question is, what is the legal implication, if any, of first respondent failure to involve the petitioner and his agents in correcting administrative or clerical errors made in the computation or the declaration? Neither the petitioner nor his witnesses mentioned any to us, and we do not find any.
Interpol earlier this year issued an orange notice warning organizations and institutions of a crime network that was targeting COVID-19 vaccines online and then physically. Earlier this week, about 2,400 doses of fake COVID-19 vaccines were seized at a warehouse in Gemstone outside Johannesburg and also in China. So far, about 80 suspects have been arrested in connection to these fake vaccines that were seized by Interpol. Let me advise us to not patronize any vaccine that is being sold to us online or in person. Please visit the nearest accredited hospitals in your country to be vaccinated to avoid any form of foreign vaccination that is unknown to you. And also do well to get the necessary information about this whole vaccination before you even attempt to go to be vaccinated. This is what is happening at the African front. And now to the international front. Former French President Nicolas Sarkozy was earlier this week sentenced to 3 years in jail for illegally trying to obtain information from a senior magistrate about an ongoing investigation concerning his 2007 campaign financing. And aside that, there is also an ongoing investigation which has to do with an alleged funding from the former leader of Libya, Muammar Gaddafi, who shipped millions of dollars to Paris in suitcases to help him finance his campaign. And so in view of his sentence, his lawyers would appeal, and if the appeal goes through, he would serve 1 year in prison and 2 years in an electronic bracelet at home. This, however, does not affect or does not ban him from contesting for any public office in the years to come. This is what took place at the international front earlier this week. And now to some entertainment stories. A couple of weeks ago, gospel musician Celestine Donkor released a song titled Thank You, which featured secular musicians Efia and Akwabwa in the song. This song has serious backlash from a section of Ghanaians who are of the view that she's a gospel musician and therefore there's no reason to involve secular artists in her song. DSP Kofi Sapon, who happens to be a colleague of hers, has also come out to defend that there is absolutely nothing wrong with a gospel musician and a secular artist doing music together. And so he also revealed that he has plans of featuring dancehall musician Shatta Wale in his song that would be released very soon. I personally do not see anything wrong with gospel musicians doing music with secular musicians. In any case, it's music, it's all communicating a message to the public. So once the message is being communicated, there's nothing wrong with the people who are communicating this message. Up next is the COVID-19 tip of the week.
Coronavirus!
COVID-19 tip of the week. Today on COVID-19 tip of the week, here are 5 ways to strengthen your immune system naturally. First, drink plenty of water, as water helps to carry oxygen to your body cells and results in proper functioning of your systems. Please limit alcohol intake and desist from smoking, as they can be harmful to your immune system. Remember to have a good diet. You can sort to take in fruits like oranges, apple, grapes to boost your immune system. Have proper rest and sound sleep, as they can result in maintaining a sound body and mind. And finally, do well to exercise regularly, as it reduces stress and is a contributing factor to building a better immune system. This is COVID-19 tip of the week. This has been This Week with me, Dede Davis, proudly sponsored by Wired Studios. Thank you for staying tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and catch you same time next week. Have a beautiful Ghana month.